it's Kim. Good morning or good afternoon or evening wherever you are. I wanted to talk about sinus health or sinus wellness because it's wintertime, and if you're in the Northeast or anywhere where it's cold, you are most likely indoors and you have the windows closed and you have the heating on. Maybe you have a wood stove or you have forced air heating. We have baseboard, water baseboard heating, but it's still very dry in here in our house. And so you may be experiencing dry sinuses or possibly nosebleeds or stuffiness, congestion. There are allergens even indoors. You know, a lot of times we think allergies are like a spring thing or a fall thing, but there's mold and there are dust mites, and so you can be experiencing possibly some issues with your sinuses this time of year. So I wanted to share a few things that might help, and then you can go ahead and try them and see what's working for you. The first one, I've been kind of hammering this message, is nasal oil, or in Ayurveda we say nasya. It's a Sanskrit word, and so basically it's usually oil that comes like in a little dropper bottle, and it has some herbs in it. Now you don't need that if you have olive oil, if you have sunflower oil or coconut oil. Any kind of vegetable oil can work, avocado. So you would just take a little bit and put it on your pinky and kind of massage the inside of your nose, and do that a few times a day. So that's the first thing. So make sure you're doing that. Some people like to use a neti pot sometimes. I don't have one of those, but if you do, you can use your neti pot. So the herb I wanted to talk about was elder, and in particular elder flower. So, you know, there's elderberries. We can make elderberry syrup. I'm going to be demonstrating how to do that on a future video. But you can do, if you can get some dried elder flowers from a reputable herb company, you could go in with a neighbor or a friend or a couple friends for a pound, and I have a pound of dried elderflowers, and then you can use them for many things. One of the things you can do is an elderflower infusion. So that's kind of like a tea. And this book, The Gift of Healing Herbs by Robin Rose Bennett, is very helpful to have on hand just to deal with everyday ailments, things that you can have herbs on hand to help you feel better. So she talks a lot about elder blossoms. They're antiviral. They can be used for head colds. They're good for the upper respiratory tract, and they kind of help you to get rid of excess fluid. Just helps your body to flush excess fluid. So if you're congested at all in your head, elder flowers can help that. So she has a recipe for 1 cup of dried elder flowers and a half gallon of water, and you just pour the boiling water over the dried elder flowers in a half gallon glass jar, or it could be even in a stainless steel pot on the stove, and you put a cap on it or a top on it, and just let it sit for about 2 hours, and then you strain out the herbs, and then you can drink it's basically a tea. The infusion is a tea, so it can be refrigerated and you can drink it. It's safe for anyone, old or young, and you can drink throughout the day. So it's good for sinusitis. It's good for allergies. It helps to just release congestion from the nose, and if you have like red watery eyes. So it's really good for the immune system, great for sinuses, and it can ease sinus headache, pain. So so try elderflower. And another recipe with elderflower would be elderflower steam. So you would boil some water, and it says put elderflowers into a 3 to 4 quart soup pot and add 1.5 quarts or more of cold water, cover and bring to a boil. And then as it boils, turn it off and let it steep covered for about 10 minutes. And then, then you would, if you've ever done a steam, you know, you put the pot on a hot pad on the table, and then you put a towel over it. I used to do that a lot when I was a teenager, to like loosen clogged pores, and also just if I had a headache. So elderflower steam, and of course be careful if you're going to do that. Make sure that it's not too hot for you and you don't want it to burn your skin. But the other thing she talks about in this book is that elder flowers are also good for your complexion. They're good for your skin. You can even release, if you have ear stuffiness, it can help to release. She said tilt your one ear and then the other as you're doing the steam, and it can kind of help to drain out that as well. So it's good for your skin, it's good for your sinuses, good for releasing fluids, excess fluids from the body, good for allergies and your immune system. So what's not to love about elderflower? So yeah, you can order those. I think like Mountain Rose Herbs, or there's like Star West Botanicals. You can just Google elderflowers, dried elderflowers. You may have a cool herb store near you. We have one in Ithaca, and actually the Amish, the Amish market around the corner from us, they do sell some dried herbs as well. So okay, so that was about elderflower. And then, of course, I'm going to talk about essential oils. So you may have any of these, and there are more than these, but I wanted to just list some that are helpful for sinuses. Rosemary, these are all decongestants. They're good for the immune system, decongestant, helpful if you have any kind of sinus or respiratory issue. Eucalyptus radiata, cardamom, sweet marjoram, Scots pine or black or white spruce, any of the pine, spruce, fir, if you have any of those essential oils on hand, those are all great. Eucalyptus, spike lavender, niaouli, all of those are great. And if you don't have a diffuser, I really recommend you do get a diffuser. You can get small diffusers so that if you have maybe someone that's like, I don't want to smell that, you can have like, I have a little one, I'll have to show it another time, but it's small and it doesn't really hold that much. So it doesn't really let out that much into the air at once. And so if you had, even if you had a big open room, if you sat near it, you would get the benefits, but probably somebody 20 feet away isn't even going to smell it. I have some bigger diffusers too, so you can check that out. But they're fairly inexpensive, and I've had the oldest one I've had maybe like 5 years, and I mean it works fine. And the nice thing about in the winter time is that it is releasing some cool mist into the air as well, and that can be really nice when it's so dry. So I do recommend a diffuser. But if you don't have one, or you don't want one, or you're not planning to get one, the other thing you can do is just put some essential oils on a cotton ball or cotton pad and breathe it. The other thing you can do is you can have an inhaler, so it kind of looks like a lipstick tube, and if you pull it apart, you'll see that it has this little wick inside. It's a cotton wick. And so this one hasn't been used yet, and you can put essential oils onto the wick, just kind of drop them into this, then you can screw the top back on, put it in there, and you can breathe it all you want, and you won't annoy anyone else that doesn't like that smell or whatever. So you can have it with you and breathe it as often as you need to all day long. I recommend any of these essential oils, the rosemary, the eucalyptus, marjoram, any of the pines or spruces. And if you'd like, I wanted to let you know, I have a few blends in my shop, delicatahouse.com. I have Forest Song Blend, and that has cedarwood, white spruce, Scotch pine, vetiver, and black spruce. So many, there's all the good stuff in here that would be great for your sinuses. Winter Wellness, I've been actually using this one at night. Black spruce, orange, bay laurel, that's another one I didn't list, lemon and cypress. And what I love about this blend too is just well, all of them. There are several essential oils that are so helpful for your immune system, and we're all trying to keep our immune system strong. Breathe Clear is my other one, and that has niaouli, which is kind of like eucalyptus. It has a lot of the chemical components are the same, and it smells a lot like it. It's not quite the same. Spike lavender, which I mentioned, and cypress. So I have all of these available separately on delicatahouse.com and on Etsy, but I'm actually going to put them into a bundle and call it like Winter Wellness Bundle. So you can look for that later today on there. So even though if it says like diffuser blend, if you don't have a diffuser, then you can use a cotton ball or use an inhaler, or if you have like a little clay, I've had clay diffusers before, and you can put some drops on there. But sometimes it's nice to hold it, especially if your sinuses are giving you grief, to just hold it right up to your nose and smell it if you don't have an actual diffuser. Okay, so that is my sinus talk today. I'm actually going to do a video for the elderflower infusion, and I'm going to have that on in my course, in my program, Winter Vitality and Renewal. So if you sign up, you will be able to access that video there. You can see a link for Winter Vitality and Renewal in the links in my bio. And if you have any questions about it, if you want to know like what is it, tell me more, then you can contact me. You can DM me here or at delicatahouse@gmail.com. We started on January 3rd, but it's not the kind of program where you have to accomplish this, and it's not a rush thing. It's like ease into it, and there are reflection questions, and it's all about wellness in body, mind, spirit. And I think it would really benefit you if you're looking for something like that. You're looking to, I don't want to say up your wellness game, but you just want to feel better in your body, and you want to improve how you, maybe your eating and your digestion, your sleep, and maybe a little more movement that's good for you and you don't overdo it. I have some yoga classes that I'm adding. I added one this morning. So I have a lot that is even in the first week. I'll release each week on Sunday, and it runs for 12 weeks through March 27th. So you can join. I'm going to have it open for the rest of this month, and I would love to have you join, so you can check out the link in bio. It'll take you right to the spot on my page where you can learn more. And again, please contact me if you have info. So I hope you enjoyed this talk on sinus wellness. And remember, if you'd like to get the diffuser blends I mentioned, you can get those at delicatahouse.com, and you can also get the bundle I'm going to have in my shop later today. Okay, I hope you feel well and that you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.